How would you like to achieve your legacy in 12 months or less without losing your mind or killing your team? This roadmap reflects the exact steps to get you from A to B that not only my clients and I use, but also the world's highest achieving CEOs use each and every day to create their legacy in 12 months or less. In short, this is the stuff that works right now. Before we walk through these steps on how to do this, let's take a quick moment to talk about the biggest struggles that most CEOs and MDs face when trying to grow their businesses. The number one thing is time. You're wearing all the hats and juggling all the balls. It's like being on a hamster wheel. You're running at 100 miles an hour but getting nowhere. We all have the same 24 hours in a day. It's what you do with these hours that make the difference. Together we can build a system to make those hours the best that they've ever been. The second is your team. They've become disengaged and dysfunctional. You're trying your hardest to motivate them, but you just can't figure it out. Nothing seems to work. I've been there and I can help you avoid a lot of that overwhelm so that you can create a winning team. The third thing is finances. Even when your business is profitable, cash can still be a challenge. Good cash flow control is important for any business, no matter how big or small. For a growing business, it's crucial. Cash constraints can be the biggest factor limiting growth, and overtrading can be fatal. There's so much to think about with cash gaps, cash flow forecasting, markups, margins, not to mention management accounts. It can be totally overwhelming, and you may think you've got it nailed, but you're still not getting the results that you want. I'm Juliette Ryley, and over the next few minutes, I'm going to share exactly how myself and my clients have used my 9-step roadmap to achieve their legacy without losing their minds or killing their teams, and how you can do the same. This is Jo, one of my clients. When Jo came to me, she had a great business, but it was taking over her life and she was on the verge of total burnout. She was working ridiculous hours and had a very demanding team. After working together for 12 months, Jo had reduced her working hours, had taken her business from 750,000 to 1.1 million, and had turned her demanding team of 38 into a happy, effective team of 67. Jo has further plans to expand her business in the next 12 months. This is another one of my clients, Lucy. When I met Lucy, she was still very much working on her business rather than in it. Within 6 months of working with me, we had increased profits by 31% and reduced her working hours dramatically. Her team totally share her vision for the company and helped her to fully systemize her business, meaning Lucy no longer needs to get involved with the day-to-day running of Little Angels. With the added free time she now has, Lucy started a second business and is already going from strength to strength. This is Sally. When I met Sally, she was making good profits in her business, but she'd lost her drive. In the first 90 days of working together, we built a plan of action that resulted in Sally loving her business again. With the added enthusiasm for the business, we set to work aligning the team, rolling out the plan and the vision. The team were very excited and backed the plan, fully supporting Sally and her newfound love for the business. And the results were quite staggering. They increased profits by a whopping 110%, and now Sally and her team are preparing for the opening of a second branch. My clients achieve these amazing results because they follow my 9-step roadmap that I'm about to show you, and of course they work hard and refuse to lose. This is the Achieve Your Legacy roadmap, and it's really quite simple. It shows 3 levels of growth that every business must go through to get to achieve their legacy. If you're not where you want to be and you're frustrated and struggling, well, there's a reason for that. You probably don't have a clear path to help you get where you want to be. But don't worry, this is where my Achieve Your Legacy roadmap comes into play. I'm going to spend just a few minutes covering each of the 9 modules in the roadmap so that you're crystal clear on what you should be doing step by step. I'm going to move quite quickly because you'll receive a copy very soon, but I want you to think about your entire business as we go through this. No matter what type of business you're in, you need to follow the 3 core levels. We refer to these stages as designing your life, plugging the gaps, and balancing the scales. So let's start by going through them. You start by designing your life. The first module we need to look at this level is your numbers, your vital statistics. Just like when you go to the doctors, they check your vitals to make sure there's nothing seriously going on. We need to do the same for your business. Think of it like this. Heart rate equals credit control, blood pressure equals break even, weight equals profit margins, oxygen levels equals cash flow. It's important that you take the time to gather this information. Remember, cash flow is the biggest killer of a growing business. Once we know you're healthy, we can look at the game plan. What's the end goal? What do you want your life to look like? What are your dreams and aspirations? Your business should be the tool that drives your life, not the other way around. It is here that we'll build an easy-to-follow, step-by-step action plan for you to achieve your goals and propel your business to where it needs to be. Once we have all that mapped out, it's time to look at being you. This module is all about you. You're the driving force behind your business. So what kind of person do you need to become to achieve your legacy? Here we'll look at your identity and your purpose, habits, disciplines, and skill sets you need to acquire to become the best version of yourself. Now we're ready to move to the next level, plugging the gaps. The first module here is Marketing Mojo. We will look at who you're marketing to. It's very important that you take the time to define your specific target audience. Trying to market to everyone is really not very effective. Who is it that you want to work with? Who can you get the best results for? You should know their struggles and what they want to achieve. Once you know this, you need to start talking their language. What message are you sending out? Is it compelling to them to want to work with you? Your marketing message is very powerful. It's like an elevator pitch on steroids. So I'll give you an example. Here's my marketing message. I help busy CEOs achieve their legacy in 12 months or less without losing their minds or killing their teams. It's very simple, but it's very effective. Once your message is in place, you need to show them how you can help them. This is the most significant, powerful part. Instead of telling them what you do, show them what you do and how you solve their problems. I call this a roadmap. So consider my roadmap that I'm showing you right now. I'm showing you how to use a clearly defined, proven coaching system to get you from where you are now to where you want to be. Once we have all this information about your target market, we'll build a marketing plan that generates consistent lead flow. However, if you can't convert these leads into paying customers, then this all becomes a lot of wasted effort. This is where the module Sexy Sales comes into place. Now, many people shy away from sales as they don't want to appear pushy or desperate. The thing is, you don't need to do either. What you need to do is learn how to professionally help people to buy. We will focus here on your conversion rate, the number of transactions, and your average sale, all of which have a huge impact on your bottom line. Now, the final part of this level is making your business as efficient as possible with slick systems. In this module, we'll go through the 9 steps of systemization, getting your business running like clockwork. System stands for save yourself time, energy, and money. And that's exactly what we will be doing. Here, we will use the 80-20 rule. We'll systemize 80% of your business, leaving the other 20% to be humanized. Now we've got really strong foundations in place, we can push forward and turn to concentrating on high growth in the final level of the roadmap, balancing the scales. Now more than ever, as we enter the high growth phase, we need stability, balance, and consistency. We don't want those scales swinging. Like these early statistics, we need a platform to report any changes in the business. You wouldn't confidently get into a car that had no dashboard without showing the car's fuel levels, speedometer, etc. So how do you ever expect to feel confident in a business without having a dashboard that records your company's vital stats on a daily basis? Together, we will look at the important numbers in your business and the strategies behind increasing or decreasing these numbers to maximize your business's performance. With the dashboard in good working order, we will now look to your employees, your winning team. Love them or hate them, they're an essential to the growth of your company and the ultimate to the success of building your legacy. Here we'll go through the 6 keys to a winning team, turning even the most disengaged team into a world-class team. Bringing us to the final piece of the jigsaw, strong leadership. It's now back to you. We've built a business that runs without you. We're no longer required in the day-to-day. You've got a new role. You've got to coach and guide your company in a totally new way. You need to be a leader. And there you have it, a whirlwind tour of the roadmap to your success. Right now, you're probably thinking, wow, that's great. I understand I need to design my life, I need to plug the gaps, and I need to balance the scales. But how do I do it all? Well, in the limited time I've had available in this video, I've shown you what you should be doing, what I did, and what my clients are doing, and what the most successful CEOs and MDs all over the world are doing to get results. Now you have a choice. You can do things the hard way or the easy way. How long have you been struggling to figure it all out on your own? How much time and money have you already wasted to get to the point where you're watching this video? I know it took me several years and literally thousands of pounds, but if you're serious about finally achieving your legacy, you don't need to waste as much money or time as I did. Now that you've seen what the proven roadmap to success looks like and know what you need to do, it's time to start looking on how to achieve it. To get crystal clear on how to achieve your legacy, the next step is to schedule a call with me so I can help you to apply this information to your specific situation. The best thing is there's absolutely no cost for this call. The only downside is I have limited number of calls per week and my calendar usually fills up pretty quickly. So if you'd like to make the next step in your business, do it now. Why am I offering this free call? It's simple. The majority of people I talk to end up working with me. Why? Because they're serious about wanting to achieve results and they don't want to waste any more time or money trying to figure it out by themselves. But there's no pressure. Either way, I'll help you get really clear on the exact 2 to 3 steps you should be taking right now. But please note, this is a commitment on your calendar, and if you're not serious about progressing your business, please bear in mind that you could be taking up somebody else's place who is. Once you've downloaded the roadmap, it's best to book your session within the next 72 hours, whilst everything is fresh in your mind. This is not a call for me to convince you of something. It is not a call for me to try and explain what we do or to go over what you've just watched in this video. During our call, we'll discuss where you are right now and where you want to be. We'll also discuss the number one thing you should be doing right now to start you on the path of achieving your legacy. Time on this call is very limited, so you should have all your homework done and ready so we can ensure you get the most out of your time. So if you're ready to get started, click the link below and book your call now. I really look forward to speaking to you.